This is a CBC podcast.
BC's ski industry is anticipating a busy season, but many resorts are having trouble finding staff to operate chairlifts and to work in their mountaintop restaurants and cafes. According to the Canadian Ski Council, nearly 1/3 of those vacancies may not be filled in time for opening day. Lex Ray-Jones is the general manager of Hudson's Bay Mountain Resort, and we've reached her this morning in Smithers. Hello.
Good morning.
So what's your experience been like so far for recruiting staff for the season?
Well, like a lot of places, we are struggling to find staff and fill those key positions. My overseas hiring partner usually sends me about 20 or 25 resumes, and this year I got 3 and was able to hire just 2 of them.
So how worried are you?
I'm choosing not to panic quite yet. I'm going to leave it till about mid-November, and then we're going to see if we need to put a backup operational plan in place.
How does this compare to last year?
It's quite different. We didn't get a lot of overseas hires last year, but we did get a lot of Canadians and a lot more people from, BC and Ontario. We're just not seeing that this year.
So what changes do you think the federal government made to the working visa application system that has changed the process for international workers?
So I do know that, obviously the process was changed. I believe they started asking for a valid job offer during the visa application process instead of just getting your visa and then finding a job afterwards. And it just really seems like these changes have kind of slowed the system and everything is taking longer.
And so that's affecting your hiring process?
It definitely is, yeah.
And I imagine there are additional challenges as well. We're still in a pandemic, the 4th wave, and it's, serious in the Smithers area. What kind of rules are in place for staff and visitors when it comes to being vaccinated?
So we do have a mandatory staff vaccination policy in place for this year for Hudson Bay Mountain. We decided to do that because we are in the tourism industry. We have a lot of people coming in from out of the local area, from out of the region, and we just figured it was one of the best ways that we could ensure another successful season.
Yeah, you were talking about you're going to wait for a little while before you have to implement Plan B. What does Plan B look like?
So Plan B is just kind of looking at our operational calendar, looking at the amount of staff that we have, if we are able to be open the days that we were hoping to be open, and if we need to stagger the lifts that were open.
So you might actually have to reduce your open days as a result of staff shortages. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, that's true. We don't want to overwork and exhaust the staff that we do have. So it may very well affect our operational calendar, and we may be open less days.
Overall, what kind of trickle-down effect are you seeing the labor shortage have on hospitality and retail in Smithers?
We're seeing a lot of stores that are choosing to close days. We have a couple of places that are just closing over the winter time. It's very sad to see. We do have good tourism here in the winter time, and we're just not able to offer those amenities for people.
I wanted to ask about that because, as you well know, because of the pandemic and people staying closer to home, the desire to get up onto the ski hill is possibly more popular than ever.
Definitely. We saw that last year. We had a lot of, families who weren't able to travel over Christmas break. They decided to stay home. We had lapsed pass holders who hadn't bought passes in a couple of years come back up. Parents weren't able to put their kids in things like hockey, so they decided to come up the mountain. It was a great place for families to recreate outside, be together, but also be able to social distance.
So opening day, just over a month away. How confident are you can get the staff you need?
I think no matter what, we, depending on snow, obviously, we will open on December 4th. It may just look a little different. I keep saying as long as we have snow and the lifts are spinning, we will make it work.
Lex, thanks so much for this. We'll check in before December, okay?
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Lex Ray-Jones is in Smithers. She's the general manager of Hudson Bay Mountain Resort. And if you're a business owner, what's it been like trying to recruit and retain staff? What kind of challenges are you facing right now? You can let us know this morning, 1-866-340-1932. Maybe you've come up with some solutions that we haven't considered. Email us, daybreaknorth@cbc.ca.
For more CBC podcasts, go to cbc.ca/podcasts.